This one over here just happens to be leaf blowing, right? It's like, oh, it's a good day to leaf blow exactly where this guy is walking out of the woods. Just a great day to blow like 3 leaves around and make fear and listen with earpod devices and smile with a snarky militant smirk. Jesus said in the Bible, he said, salute no man by the way. Isn't that a strange thing? When people say hi, how you doing? Do not say hi back to them. Isn't that weird for Jesus to say, being he was just such a cool, awesome guy? I always wondered about that one.
Yeah, keep that in mind. I'll think about that one.
Yeah, I think about it. But he meant it for people who was choosing the right things. Because people don't have goodness in their heart. They have fear and terrorism in their heart.
I hope you have it. Got goodness in your heart.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I miss my children, and I'm tired of being hit by cars and beat up and robbed and lied to, but I miss my children. Thank you.
Well,
All right, you have a terrific day, mister.
you too.
Thank you. See, and that's not saluting, that's just being normal. See you around. Yep. When I get paid, I'm going to get one of them tiny pocket knives y'all just got in. I had one of the mossy oaks, but I gave it to Mark, and I was supposed to buy it back when I got paid, and I never saw him again. But now y'all got those Smith & Wesson mini knives in there, and it's a little smaller, so it looks less intimidating, and it looks like a good sharp one. I'm going to get one when I get paid.
Nice.
Yep. See you later. Thank you. At least Smith & Wesson is making something useful other than weapons to kill people with. Make a pocket knife that you can actually use for something, you know what I'm saying? Because not supposed to. Yeah, see, so he goes on to go ran, 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 and do the mind control anyway. See, you have a nice conversation with somebody, and they still go on to do the ran, ran, And believe me, I made a lot of noise. I used to weed whack, I used to chainsaw, I used to do it all. I used to blow dry everything. I did it all. But I was doing it. I wasn't out there like trying to create fear or stress intentionally or control somebody's brain by revving up and down and creating some kind of, you know, infrequency of stress. Like I never did that. I was just out there like literally chainsawing a stump. Now I understand why these people used to come up to me and with their hands on their hips and want to fist fight. I'd be like, what's the matter? I'd be like, why are you doing that? I'd be like, because I'm cutting this stump so I can mow my lawn. But I didn't know that the way they thought was terrorism. Now I do. Yeah, I did. I paid $80 for a quarter-inch sheet of clear. It was Kleer. 1/4 inch sheet. I paid $80 over here for it. I was like, you sure I can't get a better deal than that? They're like, nope, that's what it costs. Very expensive. Because they knew I needed it. I probably could have got it for $20 or $25 at the best. But no, they charged me $80 for that quarter-inch sheet of clear. $80. $80 they charged me. These people, look how they turn suddenly. Look, let's all go to Tractor Supply. Let's all go to Five Corners. Oh, let's cause some fear and confusion, because that's what they do. And even if they don't know exactly where they're going, kind of like how a faithful person will be like, wow, look how that worked out. These guys do that for meanness and for evil and for selfish perversion. They'll be like, oh, wow, look how that worked out. Look at her waving on me like that. They're such mind controllers. Look at the mean, scowling look on some of their faces. And I used to reprimand my buddy, my child, Anthony. I used to be like, bro, relax. Nobody's thinking all that stuff you're saying. He's like, shut up, bro. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. These people are mean as hell, bro. You don't know. They're satanic. They're evil, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. And you know what? He was right. I mean, they're lost and everything, and there's some level of unconsciousness, but yeah, they got a lot of meanness in their heart, man. They're freaking mean. I mean, I just literally was hit by a truck, and I can't ride my bicycle. I mean, I can, but I can't reach around my shoulder. I can hardly turn my head all the way. I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'm lucky I'm still walking. I got hit so hard by that truck. Sometimes I sit up trying to sleep. I sit up in nauseating pain because I got hit by a truck so hard. But this is what gang stalking is, and this is the real reason they threw me off of YouTube, because I am able to speak clearly. I am able to communicate to all men. I'm all things to all men. I can talk this language. I can talk straight. I'm not a poser. I'm not a hypocrite, but I'm not even an actor. I'm just a person, man. Look, no front license plate, New York back license plate. See? No front license plate, New York back license plate. No front plate mount even. What does that tell you when you see 20, 30, 40, 60 cars with no front plate mounts? West Point, look, a pizza delivery all the way from West Point, which is, by the way, belligerent. Holy fuck. That guy just almost hit me on purpose, bro. Totally almost hit me on purpose. Shoot, I don't like to cuss, and there's no such thing as holy fuck. God forgive me for cussing. These people are crazy. And see, they put all this dirt here. See how they did? And they swept up until a certain point because they know now I can't walk. So then what they did the other day, which I did make a video of, they went down patting all these so-called potholes, right? And they purposely threw all their scrub on the side of the road. Like the parts that were swept that I could have walked on, they purposely threw all their scrub so I couldn't pass. And it's like really hard to push the cart. And this is the only way I have to get groceries or anything, which now, oddly enough, I'm banned from 4 local grocery stores here. 4 local grocery stores. ShopRite, Mobile, where I used to get coffee and sometimes a bread roll or something. That's not really a grocery, but I'm banned from there. I used to go every single day. I'm banned from Dollar Tree, where I could spend 50 or 60 bucks, no problems asked, because Dollar Tree was a good store. And they banned me permanently from there. They banned me from Hannaford's, they banned me from ShopRite, and they banned me from Mobile. And that's just in town. There's literally over 40 places that I'm banned from. And at some point, they always try to pull this line where they say, oh, well, if it's one person, maybe you're right. If it's 2 people, you could still be right. But if it's 3 people, you ever think for a minute that maybe it's you? How about if it's thousands of people and everywhere I go, people bear this witness against me that I'm this monstrous, non-communicatable, evil-spirited, cruel, demonic human being, and have me banned from over 40 locations, including 5 libraries, multiple churches, 2 entire towns, and multiple grocery stores and restaurants. How does that happen, right? What could I possibly have done? I remember somebody said to me, and it was John, he said to me, what could you have possibly done to get banned from Snug Harbor? Isn't that like a demon bar? And I was like, yeah. He's like, so what possibly in Green Earth could you have done? I don't comply with abuse, and I'm not going to put up with it. And I want my children back, and I'm not going to give them up and move on, and hopefully someday if they feel like it, they'll find me, and when I see them, call them kids and tell them, well, you really weren't mine, so I hope you had a good life. Sorry, people, stuck their finger in your anus and sucked your penis and molested your vagina and everything, but I'm not your real father, so hopefully you had a good run. Fucking scumbag, fucking faggot, fucker, military fucking faggots. And I don't like talking like that. This is how my buddy used to talk. And I'd be like, relax, bro. Why are you freaking out? He'd be like, shut the fuck up, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. These people are fucking evil, bro. And I was like, no way. You're out of your gourd. They're not evil. Look, here's another one. No front license plate, right? New York back license plate. No front license plate mount. No front license plate. Look at this one, turning all suddenly. Like jacking the wheel, like turning all suddenly like he's going to run over my leg. And they do. They will literally run over my leg and be like, oops, sorry, didn't see you there. I mean, and this has been going on since I was a child. I remember I had this radio control car, right? Came in a little kit, and I had to save up my so-called monies and everything I had, whatever I had. And my grandma helped me out to get it or whatever. And I go home and I glue it and screw it all together and everything and put the balls in it and the grease and everything. And I take it out for its maiden voyage. And somebody comes around the corner and goes, crunch. Oops, sorry, I didn't see your little toy there. And as a child, I was like, wow, how randomly horrible was that? But as I got older, I realized like that was completely on purpose. And every car accident and everybody striking me or starting trouble with me or falsely accusing me or hitting, look, downshifting and racing. Oh, look, it's a train track. We need to be extra cautious at train tracks. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, he's going down the dead end road. You know how many times I'll go past this dead end road and there'll be 4 or 5 cars pulling out of a dead end road. Out of a dead end road. 4 or 5 cars all of a sudden. Oh, it's a busy place. Oh, this is rush hour. It's like you people need to come on with all these excuses and stop lying, because whoever saves their life will lose it. And that's exactly what Jesus was talking about. Life is life, man, and people need to be able to live. And no, this is not rush hour, and these people are not working. They're out here doing terrorism, and they're all belligerent, and they're military. Every single one of these cars, guaranteed, beyond doubt. Oh, look, no front license plate mount, right? New York, back license plate. Completely illegal in New York. You have to drill and bolt holes. You cannot legally drive a car with no front license plate mount in New York State. It's just not legal. This is what I deal with everywhere I go. And you tell me, where did all these cars with no license plate mounts come from? Look, here's a killed, crushed turtle, right? You know how many dead animals I've seen on the side of this road? Look how close these people. And then what they do, their MO, what they do is the car in front will kind of block the so-called vision. Look, and they make it so I can't walk, see? On purpose. On that side, I got a 10-foot wide shoulder. It's the same thing. 10 foot wide, and I can't find a clear spot to walk. And then what they do is they'll pretend like, oh, I couldn't see you there. The car in front of me was blocking me. Yeah, because that, even on an unconscious level or a conscious level, is exactly what they do. And that's what gang stalking and mobbing is. Look, like that right there, like, whoa, I didn't see you there. Whoa, suddenly, whoa, oh, guy walking, oh no, I didn't see him. This is what they do, and this is how I got to Port Jervis and was almost nearly killed within 10 minutes of arriving in Port Jervis, including, but not limited to, followed for several blocks by the police, who said, oh, no, we've been following you since you got off the train. It was all your fault. If you don't leave the scene of the accident, we got 6 witnesses that said you caused the car accident, even though I didn't have a car. Here's another one. No front license plate, right? Wow, where is that one? Arkansas? What was that? And that's the other thing. Back in the day, we used to know where a plate was from. If you had the maroon, you'd be like, oh, there's a Arizona. If you had the blue and yellow like that, you'd be like, oh, there's a New York. You knew which plate was which. A green was a Vermont. Now they got all these different colors and pictures. And look at the fonts. Look at that one says liar on it. It says lar, right? I mean, that's a real bad one. Well, they got all these different fonts with a K that looks like an H, what looks like an M. And then the spacing on the fonts is intentionally close together. Look, that one had a Texas license plate on it. Like, what is that? Or at least it said Texas. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then I was talking about Jerry Lynn the other day, and I'm like, what happened at that house? Next thing you know, somebody moves into my plaza with a license plate that says Jerry Lynn on the back. And whether that be the same person or not, that's absolutely the reason. Oh, look, now here comes the fire department, like Alanis Morissette. Oh, the fire trucks are coming up around the bend. Feels so good, swimming in your stomach. Swallow it down. What could she possibly be talking about? Help, help, I got a perverted, lost, child molested, schizophrenic woman in a tree. Oh, we'll be right there with no pants on. Because that's how they think, and y'all think that's funny. And it's not. It's twisted, it's perverted. And this is why my buddy used to say, they're evil, bro. They're evil. You don't know what you're talking about. That's what he would say to me. And I'd be like, how can everybody be so evil? Well, it doesn't matter how they could. They're doing it, And to the point of hitting somebody with a car and then bearing false witness, or starting a fight with somebody and then pummeling into a store, stumbling behind that person to start a fight with them online or in the aisle, and then say, call the police, call the police. Yeah, he bothered me too. And then all of a sudden, there's 10 people in a grocery store in a town where I actually live, or trying to live, who lost my children, my business, my music studio, my vehicles. I literally got arrested for my car being stolen. No front license plate. No front license plate. Here we go. No mount either. New York back license plate. See? Now you tell me, walking down a quarter of a mile of road, how many illegally plated cars should there be? I got stalked, and yes, you can see those videos online because they're on my Google photos. An Amazon truck. Look, here's another one. No front license plate. Oh, yeah, look, no back license plate. Oh, it's got a number on it. It's a government vehicle, so that makes it go. Look, no front license plate, right? I don't even know what that was. Carolina? What is that? I don't even know. It looked like Carolina, but you can't tell because these people don't do things correctly. Look, see, now there's the MO, right? They'll put the back vehicle slightly out of view, and the back vehicle will ride out of view, knowing from a tracking app that their target individual is coming up, and they'll use it as an excuse to claim that they didn't see me. See, and even if it wasn't a tracking app, right? Some people douse for good and some douse for evil, right? Some people are thankful and grateful for manifoldness that works together for the good, and other people are thankful and grateful for some kind of evil manifoldness where, wow, cool, look how that worked out. We scared the hell out of that guy, and that's not normal. I want my children back, and I miss you very much. I miss every single one of you very much. Yeah, they're doing that. Look, they ride close together, and then they say, oh, we didn't see you there. We didn't see that guy when they accidentally killed him right up the road, and there's scrape marks into the street for so many feet where the guy was actually literally supposedly killed, right? And now they got a little gravestone what they put flashing lights and a little happy face and a balloon on and everything like that, like it's normal. Oh, he passed on. Rest in peace, rise in peace, whatever. That's not normal. That's absolutely, like my friend said, and I used to rebuke him. Yes, I did. I used to rebuke him, but a Mack truck, don't get run over by a Mack truck. That's what we used to have a saying when we were children. Or Peterbilt. Oh no, look, and then they ride as close to the shore as they can. Oh, because now I'm finally at the spot where the road is actually swept, even though there's some rocks on it. And I can actually, look, and they're going to ride as close to the shoulder as they can and make sure that that engine is terrorizing. These people are such a foul, negative energy. This is why I walk against traffic. There's such a foul, negative, stinking thinking energy that even if, hold on a minute, even if, they swing wide and slow down, their energy still rots, and it still stinks, and it's still foul, and it's still mean-spirited, and it's still rotten. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to go home. I'm literally soaking dried beans and a tiny, tiny bit of rice that I have because that's all I have to eat. And some pasta. Maybe I'll put it over pasta. I put ketchup in it. That's how I made my sauce, which that can work out. It's better than not having ketchup. I put ketchup in it with some chili powder and some onion powder and garlic powder and stuff and salt and pepper and a little basil, and making something out of what I have, right? Here I am hobbling, and these people want to kill me. This woman gets removed from my apartment complex because she want to kiss me in the mouth or feel some kind of way. So they say, oh, you need to be debriefed and moved on because they're all military and they're all related, right? Look, see? They cast all of this here, see? So that I literally have a hard time pushing the cart because, and that day, they were literally right in front of me. They were literally right in front of me. The other day, they were literally right in front of me spraying bug spray. One guy driving, the other guy hanging one arm out the window, playing Parcheesi and solitaire, squeezing a little trigger, spraying a little hand pump down. Like that's, and then that's going to be logged into the books as a $15,000 day, right? A $15,000 day to do this. What I would do for free, right? I would do it for free. I once went to this town, and this is the truth. I once went to this town where it said, we maintain our own town from this side of the road to when you get to the end of the block. Look, here's another one. No front license plate mount. New York back license plate. See? Now you tell me. I don't mean to raise my voice so loud, but look what I'm dealing with here, right? You tell me how many illegally plated cars with no front license plate mount, which is absolutely illegal in New York, and always was a law that you have to put a front license plate mount on there, would all of a sudden show up because they're all military. And those are active military and reserves military. And people are criminal. They're criminal. Military is murder. It's murder for hire. Military is evil. It's evil. I mean, who signs up saying they want to be a sniper and get paid and get retired and get a fine vehicle and a fine house and a nice wife with a good-looking butt, to go murder somebody? Look, no front license plate, none. I don't even know what that one says. Beats me. Could be Arizona or Alabama. They change them. Look, no front license plate, New York back plate. See how they do? Now, how many was that? I'm not even going to count anymore. That Amazon truck had an outdated paper tag on the back, which the dates are all wrong anyway. The clocks are wrong. I admit that part. An outdated paper tag on the back, no tag on the front, a repair/auto auction grease pencil mark on the windshield, and the guy was completely driving terroristic, literally with no legal tag, on an Amazon vehicle that made absolutely no noise when it backed up, which is not like an Amazon vehicle at all. They're all criminals. They're all criminals. You tell me how I could go to Walden or some little hokey-pokey section of town and have to push a button across the street, right? I'm out here on this highway. There's no push button out here. This is open. Here we go. Look. See? Now I'm being followed with a helicopter, right? As if it isn't enough that I'm minding my own business, now a low-flying police helicopter is following me. Look. See? And this is what they do. And I'm literally not allowed at the police station. And then they tell me, oh, you need help finding your children? Why don't you go down to the police station? We'll talk to you down there. Yeah, because they already told me what they'll do to me if I ever go to the police station again. They're going to assault me, attack me, put me in chains, and take me to a private mental institution where I'm going to be molested, raped, strapped, injected, and have my blood forcibly drawn to clone me and to see which bloodlines I'm tied to. And to find out how their neurotoxic poisons are working on me so they know whether to, gobo or spray them or whatever they can do to me out in the wild. That's military, right? Military is not thank you for your service. Military is no thank you for your disservice, because they're criminals. They're murderers, liars, hypocrites, and criminals. And notably, here's another one, no front license plate, child molesters. Well, I don't even know where that one is. What is that, Tennessee? Who knows? All the colors and images are changed. And that's the other thing I was going to say. And you're walking down this little hokey-pokey road in some country town, which is also country out here too. And no, this is not rush hour, and this is not normal traffic, right? You're walking down some hokey-pokey road in some hokey-pokey town, right? And turn yourself around. And what was that one? A brown, what is that, New Mexico license plate? What is that? And then you got Texas, Utah. Look at this one, drives right onto the shoulder at me and races the engine. See? Look, still sticking close to the shoulder like, oh, they suddenly don't know how to drive, right? Utah, New Jersey, New Mexico, Vermont, Virginia, New Hampshire, Connecticut, California, Hawaii, and then even plates that are from the other side of the ocean on a car, which is totally not legal in New York, right? You tell me how all this is happening all of a sudden, and then I'm supposedly delusional? Or anybody that is a person of interest or a target individual? Now, Officer Hefner, which I don't even call them officer, they're criminals. They bought a costume. They got no business in a police uniform. Talking about oh, well, you got nothing to worry about, as he's wiggling his fingers like this on his gun. And I said, well, that's not normal, the way you posturing with that gun. He goes, oh, I was just resting my hand. And you got nothing to worry about unless, of course, you're a person of interest. So I recognize he's maybe out of his jurisdiction and posed as a prison worker or something somewhere else. So I says, where do I remember you from, Mr. Hefner? And he immediately is like, oh, I remember you too. Yeah, I gotta go. And he takes off. And if you watch that video, I don't want to say officer, so-and-so that claimed his name was Finity, like infinity, and then said Finity later. I said, how you make any headway? You told me last time, not yet. How'd you make any headway finding any of my missing children? And he turns around, look, no front license plate. Oh, it's a federal truck. Look, it's a federal truck. They don't require license plates, even though there's license plates mounts, right? They're just numbered, like a prison number, right? Like a prison number. All the federal workers are top secret agents. They're child molesting, perverted, homosexual, and spies. You ask any one of these people what their feelings about pornography and homosexuality is, and I guarantee you that every one of them will say, well, it's an option and a lifestyle choice to traffic people and make them homosexual and pornographic and take videos of their anuses being raped whilst they're shitting themselves, right? Every one of these people will tell you it's an option. And God gave us drugs. Drugs are natural. If you want to smoke, that's natural. You show me one animal in nature that will stand over a pile of burning leaves and sniff it, whether it's a worm, a fish, or a deer, and I'll tell you, you're out of your gourd. Now, this guy walking out in the middle of the highway, he's the one, this one, he sent multiple police to my door. And he was literally out in front of my apartment door, 20 feet away from me, and he called 911 and said, yeah, he's right here in my face right now. This is not the first time. Send somebody quick. He's harassing me. Because this is what they do. They're false witnesses. They're liars. And whilst people are not their sins, this is how so many reasonable, honest, genuine mothers and fathers end up staying in a prison house or dying in some godforsaken so-called mental asylum, what is neither a place of asylum or instituting or a hole of correction, but only a place of torture and abuse, fighting, molesting, and rape, right? And then never see their own children again and are told, just like me, well, when the children grow up, if they feel like finding you, they will. What every one of these people got a Mickey Mouse Bluetooth and an ear pod and a listening device on, sometimes driving past me like touching their ear like I'm listening to you. Literally. This guy over here harasses me almost every single day. Almost every single day. That guy, he walked up to me one day and he grabs my cart like that and moves it out of his way. And then I'll go home, and all these people got cars. I'll go home to this apartment where I'm trying to live now that somebody's living in my house and mental health illegally confiscated my house and took my children and my business and my car and arrested me for my own car being stolen, which ended up with like 40 extra thousand miles on it, right? Put me in a solitary confinement where I languished and then wrote down that I was disheveled and insane because they wouldn't let me shower or shave. And they left me in a room full of feces and urine and ejaculate and wouldn't give me any cleaning supplies, right? So I come home. I literally come home